Alright, here we are, guys. Expert Glenmonarch cup here. So what I'm going to recommend for you guys is, if you're going to be playing expert, probably best to set up as many counts expert as you can and try to get as much exposure to this as you can. I also going to recommend, pretty much no matter what, don't qualify today. We kind of take kind of an act of God for you to want to actually use today's round, because you just really want more exposure to the course. So I'd clearly say you have to start off with eagle on 1, maybe eagle on 2. At least you'd have to make at least 2 through 4 and get the eagle on 5, or not 5, 3. So 2 additional eagles on top of the eagle on 3 in the first 4 holes. Otherwise, I just say, better to have more exposure to the course. So what you're going to see, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to at least focus just a little bit more on precision here, as opposed to just beating the crap out of the ball. Because the one thing that you'll want is the fairway. So what I would typically go here is maybe 6 rings in this situation. And you can see I almost needed just a little bit of curl. So that, the great ball is going to probably end up leaning it just a little bit, but hopefully it still slides through. Ooh, looks like I'm okay. Actually, might be even a little bit better, because I might have been just a little bit light on that with the amount that I went with my curl. May have just been just a tiny bit light. So you can see I threaded up here and get it kind of to min-ish thorn. Does give you a good opportunity from the thorn range to be able to make it. And you can see I really didn't challenge it too much. Now with an epoch 6, epoch 7 for instance, I would probably go full throttle and try to really thread it up through there, create a nice little smooth curl angle like I did there, to where it just kind of gently goes up through there. And if you can get it up into this open part, it's even easier to make. So you'll see I'm almost towards max here a little bit. It does kind of change the way that you need to play the hole, depending on how far you are. So keep that in mind. And you'll see with where I'm trying to land, playing just a little bit of wind effect. I'm also thinking very close, I may just use kind of max kind of spot up here. Thinking just a little bit more than 4 rings. It's maybe 4.5 here. Perfect ball. Just see how this comes in. Looks pretty good. Just a little bit light on the wind effect. So you can see my ball actually landed just a little bit right of where I was aiming, just a tiny bit, and then it actually wound up just a little bit left. It's because of the wind effect. So you have to, my adjustment was probably right about where I wanted it. Just didn't have enough on the wind effect. So you'll have to just kind of offset that guide, maybe just a touch more. And it'll give you, just a little bit more chance to be able to hold that one. So hopefully you guys are able to get that one. If you don't get it today, I would say, no matter what, just try to get as many practice attempts today and go for it tomorrow, because you're really going to want that nice start. Even if you don't have the best qualifier, heading into the opener, the final round, if you can get things going, you won't need much of a tiebreaker. If you can make 3, 4, 5 shots out of the 9, that might be enough for you to just seal the deal and just win outright. So don't worry so much about the tiebreaker. Worry about getting the exposure and knowing exactly how many more rings, because you got to keep in mind you're going to be practicing maybe a third as much as you're used to practicing this and rehearsing. So guys are going to make a little bit more mistakes because they're just not going to have quite the practice rounds. So if you take more practice rounds, you're going to set yourself an advantage, give yourself the chance to put up that, just get 3, 4 makes and put yourself in a position to win. So good luck there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.